Hey, I'm Kyle, one of the founders here at the Heroes Journal, and we are in the YouTube studio today. So the YouTube studio is one of the things that for some reason Nick and I, we just felt really intensely about when we were looking for a space. We have a kind of a makeshift one set up at Zach's old house, and we knew that as we moved into a more permanent space, we wanted that to be a main focal point in what we're doing. So not just having a YouTube studio, but we wanted to make sure we had a place that actually housed a lot of our own fandoms, right? You'll see some really obvious ones, right? We have every single Gandalf pop you could imagine, but we also have some kind of more fun ones. We have this Bard from League of Legends Funko Pop right here. Nick and I play a lot of League of Legends. Bard is his main, if you're familiar with the terminology. So we wanted to make sure that that was in there. We also have some maybe more surprising ones, like we have the Pilgrim's Progress right here. I think we honestly just put that on there because it's a really cool looking book, but I think we've all read it at some point in our lives. And then we have some other really obvious things, right? We have this dagger, and I'm not going to try to say the name of the dagger, but it's from Lord of the Rings, and it is one of our fandoms. So that is on this shelf. Yeah, and so not only were we really excited about the things that we put on the shelves, but we're actually really excited about the shelves themselves. So one of my favorite hobbies is to build things. I like to work with my hands and do something very tactile. So we actually built these shelves out of some wood we got at Home Depot, got some plumbing pipe, stained it, all this stuff. If you watch one of our podcasts, I talked in depth about how Bert and I literally spent hours trying to get these things into the wall. There's also some like holes in the wall from maybe some failed attempts at really tightening these things down against the wall, but these shelves were an opportunity for us to get creative and really add our own flair to the space. Now, the thing that I love the most, probably my favorite thing on this wall, is actually this map right here. So we worked with a map maker, also known as a cartographer, in France named Misty B. She makes these incredible fantasy maps, and we reached out to her a long time ago, and we were super excited about the collaboration that we were able to have. So we have the land of Astoria, which is the land that actually the journal takes place in. So it's really, really cool to get to see that after, you journal or something like that, getting to look at this thing and realize, oh, I'm actually in this place on my journey. And we didn't stop there. I mean, this is really exciting stuff too, right? We have our Greater Wildwood candle. It's one of the spots here on this map. And yeah, you can take a second, light a candle, smell it, and realize this is like what it smells like to be in the land of Astoria, which is something that we think is just like really, really cool. So you're probably wondering, why is a journal company spending so much time and money on making video content? Well, on top of just the story that we tell inside of our journal, you can tell that from everything we do, stories are just really important to us. And it really falls in line with kind of our purpose. Our goal is to help people tell better stories about themselves and about the way they spend their days, and about the goals they're setting for themselves, kind of the adventures that they get to go on. So we want to make sure that everything that we do incorporates these things that inspire us, these fandoms that we've had our whole life, not as something that we do in our off time, but something that actually inspires us to be better in our on time, if you will. So we see this studio and this place as an opportunity to really invest in all these stories that we've been telling about ourselves, but also all these stories that we've been investing in our whole lives and learning more about what they mean to us from a goal and productivity standpoint, but also just thinking about them as things that we love and getting to enjoy sharing in the community of all of us loving very similar things. So I didn't really answer why we make the videos though. We can talk about fandoms and all that stuff all the time, but the videos themselves are a helpful tool to remember that you're not alone, that there are people out there who are experiencing very similar things that you are on their quests, and you're able to actually work with those people and draw inspiration from maybe some of the things that they've learned along their way. Because one thing that's very constant as you go on an adventure is trials. So we're trying to offer a lot of different video content, whether that be a podcast where you have Nick and I talking about what it's like to start a small business if you're on a business adventure, or talking to Zach and watching one of our Talking Head fandom videos where he just digs a little bit deeper into some of the things that we love, to get a little better idea of what's happening in those stories. Or if it's these videos, right? Just looking at what we're doing and how we're trying to run this business, not just so that we can be profitable or things like that, but actually how we intend to try to help people be the hero of their story and what it looks like to genuinely go after that every single day. So these videos, though, are here to help people who are along their quest on whatever goal it is. These videos are really intended to just be an ally to the people who are out there trying to get their best every single day and inspire people along the way. You know, it's really funny, especially for me. I'm very much like operations, Excel sheet, kind of behind a computer kind of person. And as we started to open up the Pandora's box that is video content, I've had to get a little more comfortable getting in front of the camera. That was kind of weird.
You're good.
Sorry. And trying to tease out some of these ideas that we're playing with every single day. And I know that Nick and Zach probably feel very similar. But it's actually a really good pressure because I realize that in doing so, I'm pushing myself to help myself be a better ally to all the heroes that are out there. So it's a little weird. I'm not used to it. Sometimes I can be a little nervous on camera and we have to do way too many takes. But the good news is Bert, our cameraman, is very, very patient with me. But there is a little bit of pressure involved with making videos and kind of getting out of my comfort zone. But it's also exciting to see the YouTube videos grow, see the comments come in and people talk about how maybe something specific we said really helped them on their adventure that particular day. Or maybe they're able to resonate and it's something they dealt with in the past. But in general, it's really cool to see that stepping out of our comfort zone, making this video content, is actually helping us tell a better story about how we're running our business, but also helping us be better allies to the heroes who are out there on their quest every single day and maybe need a piece of encouragement. You're probably wondering, like, this is cool, there's some shelves, there's some fandom stuff. Are we done? By no means. This wall we hope to be covered in all sorts of stuff. We actually just got a neon sign that we're gonna put in the back of our YouTube videos. It's gonna light up and it's gonna be our logo, which is super cool. But the way that we're really going after this YouTube studio is we're really trying to kind of live by the words that we preach, and that is, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. We know that our video quality is gonna get better. We know that we're all gonna get more polished on camera. We know that this background is gonna get more and more beautiful as we add different pieces from our own art as well as different fandoms that we love. But we're not letting that get in the way of the fact that we need to be making video content now because we know there are people who are actively going on their quest every single day and they may need a little pep talk. They may need to see us as we get more vulnerable about how we're doing in our business. And it's just really cool to see this grow because even this 2 weeks ago was not nearly as exciting as it is now. So as you watch, and this is maybe a thing about subscribing, as you subscribe and watch each and every week, you'll see us get better and continue on our journey to be better video content makers and so on and so forth. But yeah, thank you so much for being on the ride so far. We hope to make more and more great content for you all. If you have any video ideas, go ahead and leave a comment below. If you want to say something that you've been struggling with maybe, or that you would think you would love our opinion on, go ahead and leave a comment or send us a message. But we love being in the place that we are, and we can't wait to make more and more content for you.